Good fastball command. Curveball wasn't working as well as I normally wanted it to, but then my changeup kind of picked up the slack for my curveball, so that helped out a lot.
And then overall, I mean, you were part of that big bottom of the sixth. You get the defense behind you. Let's start there, that defense behind you. I mean, you haven't been much of a strikeout pitcher all year, relied on them all season, did it again tonight for you.
Yeah, they came through again. I got a couple grounders like I try to do most of the time all year. They just tell me to get grounders, so I do it, and they back me up all the time. They do a real nice job.
Okay, what about that bottom of the sixth? We'll talk to Derek about his big hit. Ended up being the winner, but then you come in, same situation. I mean, 2 strike, 2 out, and able to put one in somewhere and driving a run.
Yep, he hung a curveball, actually, and I don't normally swing at him, but they were right there, so I smoked it, and he ended up booting it, and we got another run. Helped me in the top of the 7th, so.
What's this like to get back to state? How's that feel?
Oh, it's huge. I've been there all my high school, but it's nice. I'll be able to play more this year and be able to hopefully pitch a couple games, so it's real nice.
Okay, I'm going to go over here to Derek real quick. Game-winning hit for you. I mean, 2 strike, 2 out. It sounded like, I mean, it looked from our perspective like you weren't exactly happy with one of those calls earlier, but able to come in 2 strike, 2 out and get the game-winning hit. I mean, take me through that at bat, what you were able to do.
Yeah, it was a tough at bat. I mean, he gave me 2 really good curveballs. I think they were strikes, but they were just tough curveballs to hit. So I waited for my chance, and he put a fastball over the plate, and I took it the other way. My first 2 at-bats, I kind of rolled them over because they were outside pitches, and then my last at-bat, I just went with it and was able to get it done.
Just what about this team just hanging with it? I mean, that first inning, Geddes kind of scored it all by himself there to take the lead, and then, I mean, you didn't do a whole lot offensively the whole night as a team, but able to get it done when you needed to.
Yeah, I mean, we've always came through in the season for the most part when we needed to at bat, but it comes down to defensively. I mean, all year we've been pretty good at defense and haven't had many errors in crucial moments, and that's what it comes down to. And I think if we keep playing hard defensively with good pitching, we'll be all right.
I'll have you comment on Brett a little bit and his pitching performance on the mound. I mean, it makes the defense easier to play when he's giving you shots like that.
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job this year. I mean, we really count on him to fill some big shoes with David last year, and he's done a heck of a job.
And get back to state. I mean, obviously, when you guys go, you're wanting to make some noise up there. What's that going to take to go get some wins up in Des Moines?
I mean, we just got to keep playing how we are. We're doing a good job getting what we need to be done. We're getting bunts down when we need to. Well, for the most part, we're still working on that a little bit. I mean, I just think it comes down to team baseball, and that's what we got to do.
You know, it really feels good. You know, we started out the year, you know, with some kids in some spots that we just didn't know how that was going to work out, you know, and Adam Jewell, you know, just starting with our seniors, Adam Jewell and Derek Leinen and Nate Geddes and Cale Stork have all done an excellent job of leading this team. And tonight, you know, Cale Stork is a guy we put down at third. We couldn't find anyone to play third base. And just like, you know, he's always messing around there when we're working out, and he looked okay, so we put him over there, and I thought he made some fine plays tonight. And, you know, I thought overall tonight the key to the game was we played good defense, and, you know, Brett Croghan threw strikes, and, you know, we were fortunate enough to get a couple more runs than they did.
Just talking about Brett overall, I mean, he just gets it done, lets his defense make plays. I mean, he's been great for you all year and did it again in a big game tonight.
Yeah, that's been, you know, the key to Brett, I think, is, you know, he doesn't walk a lot of people. He doesn't hit people. And, you know, we preach pitching to contact, and Brett does a nice job of that. His breakout night was he really threw well his second outing against Lewis Central. That's when we kind of penciled him in that we thought he was going to be our #1. And, you know, he's proven that he is our #1. And I think you saw that tonight.
Coach, this was a great Substate game, in my opinion. Well played, well pitched, timely hitting. I mean, you don't always see that in a Substate. I don't know if that means any more. You just want the win any way you can get it, but quality game both ways.
I thought, you know, Baker had us off balance all night. I think we hit 2 balls hard, and that was late in the ball game, you know. And you're right. They played good defense. We played, you know, as the first team that blinked, and you know, we got the big hit when we needed it, and that was the difference. And, you know, the key to the game, too, they had us on the ropes. And Dylan Sears, you know, made the double play up the middle. And obviously that starts with the pitcher, but got the ground ball and the double play, and we got that out. And, you know, Bertini's been so tough in the tournament run. You know, our game plan was to avoid him. And, you know, Brett did a good job of not putting guys on ahead of him. And the one time, you know, we had to pitch to him, he got him out. And, you know, and I was sitting there kicking myself when we put him on, because it's kind of against the baseball rules to put the winning run in scoring position. But I thought, you know what, it's worth the gamble. And, you know, he's been so hot that and then Little got the big hit. So that's the way it goes.
Then again in the 6th, you have a runner thrown out at the plate. Kind of looks like the momentum is away, but then Derek Leinen and Brett Croghan step up and get big hits.
Exactly, and if I could have done it all over again, I would have held him up, maybe. But you know what? You got to make him throw it out. It's a 1-1 ball game, and it's got to take a perfect throw. It's got to come off the grass. I got to catch it, and then Derek Leinen picked me up by gapping one on at the next at bat. So, and I was on edge from the first pitch to the last pitch. We've had, the game the other night against Carroll. I mean, that came right down the line drive. If that thing falls, it's 7-7, and we might be packing it up and going home. So it is, it's a tribute to the kids, and they kind of buy into our little system that we do, and they work hard, and I think they deserve it. I think they've done a great job all year for us.